at that. I took a shower and then I tried to take a quick nap. There's nobody on, so I don't think I'm talking to anybody, but look at that. What the hell's going on with my hair? I've seen women do that, so try. All right. Let's see.
Not yet, after dinner.
Let's see. You'll love it. All right.
Okay, come on, Coke. Come on.
Going live over here. Now there's one person on over there.
Scoot in. Scoot.
The Coke go back to the beach. Hi, Blue Kitty. That's my Blue Kitty. There's the Blue Kitty. That's the Blue Kitty. Hi, Blue Kitty. That's my rescue cat. She won't leave me alone. She just, wherever I am, that cat wants to be. Because I rescued her. And she's grateful. Give the kisses for the Blue Kitty. How's everybody doing today on this momentous Monday or Wednesday? I guess it's Weird Wednesday or Wacky Wednesday? Weary Wednesday? Wacky Wednesday? You know, any W. Wagon Wednesday? Wallet Wednesday? Wine Wednesday? Wine Wednesday. How come they don't have that?
Is it? They do.
They have wine every day, but
Wine Wednesday.
it's Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday.
You're in Nebraska. Stay indoors. Get that fire going. Can you even get? I mean, the firewood's probably frozen.
Everything's frozen.
How you doing in Dublin?
84, happy birthday.
84 is a great year.
Wasted White Chick Wednesday.
That's good. I like that.
Dan's in his, hi, my purple Jack. Yeah, Dan's in those Grinch. Again, remember, he pulls from the top. So when I put things away, you know, he just grabs. Hi, chicken butt. So, hi, Lair. Lair's here. Lair's
Lair?
Lair's
How you doing,
early.
Lair?
Hey, Lair. I made Grandpa a big salad because I know some people love that. Big salad with a burger. Mm-hmm. That's right. Hi, Jennifer.
Burger?
Uh-huh. I gave him my burger. No, you were on my hair.
Yeah.
I'll put it up, but it has to dry first.
Is that Nicolas Cage?
Yes. Not the bank account, but yes.
Nicolas Cage was broke not too long ago, so
He's broke?
you want to switch. I don't know what he is now, but he owed the IRS a lot of money. You should be aware of what you say.
Sell Salinger on eBay? I'm trying.
Sell Salinger on eBay. You sell me? Just sell me?
Yeah.
All right. The season, my dad seems to be fine. He's eating right now. Coughing right now.
You just got back from Florida and now you're sick? Larry, what the hell kind of shit is that? Bill's gonna steal me. Watch out. Hi, Colin.
A lot of competition out there on the internet. It's amazing.
You've got some too.
I have none.
You have some.
I have none.
They do.
I have competition.
Yeah.
I know competition.
They tattle. They're the ones who go, Dion, your wife is
You're
being.
the only one who does that. Nobody else says that.
I know. I need my glasses. I can't see.
Grant's passed.
Dion. Oh wait, somebody's thinking about.
My dad
I'm still
is
thinking about
92.
that swing thing. Dan, give me permission for what? The swing thing? Mm-hmm. Dan has it. It's underneath our bed right now. He's busting it out tonight. He just installed some big old fish hooks in the ceiling, in the studs, and we're hanging it up, and we're going to be studding all night long.
These are my going to the store pajamas. I did. I've gone to the store a number of times. I did it once last year.
Notoria said she's going to steal. Well, are you a she or a he? It depends.
Why does it depend?
It doesn't. He'll take anybody.
Anybody who wants to express love for me. I'm not picky.
He's not picky.
You don't eliminate half the population from your kudos committee.
Oh, Goodman said he'll take you.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. That's all I know. Is Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over.
Robin, my dog has been sneezing a lot tonight. Baxter, I'm like, did he get something up his nose? Oh my gosh.
Hump night. That's a good one. I hadn't thought of that. That's correct. You have hump day, and what's after hump day?
Hump night.
Hump night.
We got a hump.
That's great. Now I just need to find a partner, and I'm good. Because I'm all over that. I'm ready to knock Wednesday night out. We'll put that on the calendar. Just every day, every Wednesday of the year, put it on the calendar. And then we can fill in from there. That's a good start, though. Wednesdays. Is that a cat? Yes, there is a cat.
At least once a week. We'll schedule that in. Let's do it every Wednesday, starting next week. I think Aunt Flo.
And what's due next week? Some kind of.
Aunt Flo's coming.
What?
Aunt Flo.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What was the first date?
San Francisco. I remember it quite well. The bird shit on my head. That should have told me something, right? When you go out on a first date and a fucking bird shits on your head, isn't that a clue from the heavens that maybe, is that a sign? And I just overlooked it.
Oh my God.
Plus, I think I got a parking ticket that day.
I've never laughed.
It was God saying, dude,
No.
what are you doing?
That's called good luck. And you
What
lucked
are
out.
you doing down there?
You lucked out, motherfucker. That should have been
You're
my
not
warning.
listening. I'm sending a bird. I'm sending a cop.
That should have been my warning. That's good luck. The person who gets shit on is good luck.
Is it?
Yep. And you lucked out. Where's my luck?
What I did learn that day is that my wife will laugh when a bird shits on my head. I learned that the very first time I went out with her. And laugh kind of ridiculous. I was not laughing. It was not funny. You know, you're away, you're in San Francisco, a bird shits on your head. And I had hair back then, so it wasn't like an easy wipe, right? I mean, I had hair, and it got in my frickin' hair.
Blue. Shit. At least you lost
Seagulls.
weight.
Don't go to the wharf.
Oh my God. I've never laughed so hard. You were wearing like a...
It came swooping in, too. I mean, I think it picked me out from a distance, and it's all, that dude's, he's getting some bad karma. And it came in, I saw it coming, and like dropping a bomb.
I think you were wearing like a red jacket or sweatshirt or something. I remember you with a red jacket or something, and
it was a red polo jacket.
Yeah, something.
That I thought was so cool. It was like $150. It was the most expensive thing I owned, and I wore it on the first day. Thank God the jacket didn't get pooped on. Just me.
Just his head.
And then a parking ticket.
That was a great first date.
Yeah. You remember what we ate for dessert?
The snickerdoodle pie.
That's exactly right. At Houlihan's.
Mm-hmm.
I remember where we ate.
And then it ended. Jade, 8 minutes. I hooked up pelican fishing in Florida. Of course you would.
Really?
Goodman. I mean, did you feel bad?
Did Mike change his name, or did he like move over from YouTube to TikTok?
He changes. He's G or he's Mike Good. He changes. He's got, you know, he's anxious.
I don't remember the second date, but I remember the first.
But what is amazing in this whole thing right now is that we agree on the first date. We agree on the same location, the same time, the bird shit, and all of the above. Everything else we don't agree on. Hi, Cue Ball. We miss you. Has he always had a great smile? He has.
We don't know what Danielle's nationality
sexy
is.
as
We did ancestry. We've got her DNA. They still can't identify her. I think she's alien.
Yeah, they still have come back with no results for anything. Nothing. No results. No nothing. I don't even know if I exist. Honestly. It's hit and miss. It is. For first date peak. Did he get a peek? Or did I get a peek?
I do not believe so.
We were.
Although I don't remember.
Hi, JR.
I mean, I don't remember, but I mean, it's possible.
That wasn't the night.
Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking
I'm
about.
kidding.
I didn't hear you, but I knew that when you
was-
turn like that, I know it's going to be some bullshit. First date kiss. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I know it took a long time for Dan to kiss, though.
It took a long time, because birds were shitting on me.
Dan, it was, a kiss was more meaningful. Yeah. Kissy, kissy. Hi, Amanda. Why does your eyebrows look amazeballs? Because they are.
Are you struggling with it? That's one of my favorite guys. I enjoy Damon Darling.
2 miles. I run 2 miles and walk 2. Yeah.
I'm not blushing. I took a couple of sips of beer. It always reddens my face up. Always. I mean, you couldn't tell if I was blushing anyway with the lighting we got on.
Yeah, you do. You're
And I have
blushing.
this bald filter
Well,
on.
why are you blushing?
What? I said I'm not blushing.
But it looks like you are. I can see it.
I'm glad you can see it. I can't see it.
Everybody else can see it.
One person is not everybody else.
No, multiple people are saying.
I mean, I'm cold right now, so I'm clearly not
Well,
blushing.
you are. You were thinking about what happened after that first date.
I was reading, so I didn't hear what she said. I look
Do
tired.
you want me to repeat it?
I don't know, because I didn't hear you the first time, so
I
probably not. 50-50, probably.
I said it's probably because you were thinking of what happened after the date. Never mind.
I get it. I get it. I
Lord,
get it.
I mean, is this what happens when you're 57? Your reflexes.
No, I get it. I get it, but I don't remember what happened after the date.
I don't either.
I didn't even. I mean, all I remember is that we were probably pretty stuck because we ate at Houlihan's.
Vinaigrette.
You gave him vinaigrette?
I got an attitude, yes I do, and it is amazing. Hi, beach man. Ha! I got it. You were testing me. What year? Yeah, me too, Anthony. I was in pain though. Why are you quiet all of a sudden? It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm reading the comments. I mean, I do like to read the comments.
Since when?
I know I forgot. I was about to answer a question. Since when do I read the comments? Our first date was, I don't remember the exact year.
Me too. Who has an
probably,
attitude?
in the 80s or 90s.
When is there a day that I don't have an attitude? Hi, Emily. Ugh, Mama G. Well, I could tell you why. Do you know?
Yeah, I do. I do know that attorney. I know who that is. How you doing in Galveston? Is Dan the boss? Am I the boss?
Checking on you.
If you ask me, I'm the boss. If you ask her,
Everybody
she'll have a different
knows who the
opinion.
boss is. Scooch. Scooch.
A scooch.
I gotta pee. Scooch.
Oh.
Scooch.
All right. Let's see.
Stay.
You just heard my chorus.
Stay.
He's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah, he's bad. How you doing in Delaware, Leroy? We're fine. We're fine. This is tame. How far from San Anselmo? I'm assuming that's somewhere in the Bay. I don't know, like an hour and a half. No, my dad is here. He's not. That was bad. I know that was bad. We typically know when I sing, it's not good because I'm not really a singer. I'm really, just some old dude on a diet. That's my new title. That's all I am. How old were you on the first date? I don't remember my exact age. Can I answer your question? I don't know. I answered it. Yes, I can answer your question. That's it, though. You only get one question.
You already asked it. No more.
She peed, she peed. how did you meet your wife? You know, we have a different answer for that all the time. You can go read our story. Just an old retired attorney at my office today too, and I had to break into my own mailbox. I lost the key. Yeah, I had to call the lock people, and they came out and popped it open.
Daniel.
Yeah. How many pets do we have?
Way too many.
A lot. We have a lot of cats. We have 2 dogs. We got a pig. We have 7, 8, or 9 cats, depending on whatever. And we got a possum that hangs around.
Okay, that's fine. Take a couple more bites. Turn around. Put your foot in, please.
Imagine all the people. Is that Kyle Larson? Are you on here? Are you in your car driving? And my office is still there, and it's just there's nobody in it right now. I've got a few things I have to finish up before I can rent it out to somebody else to actually use it. So, how you doing in Sweden? How you doing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Yeah, Joe, I retired not by choice. I had a heart attack. That in my opinion was because of the lifestyle I was living, which was a really high stress lifestyle. Practicing law, especially criminal law, people can go to jail. It can be quite stressful. Trey, I more take on 1-2 cases at a time, depending on how long it takes for them to resolve. But I'm working through my last cases that I took, and then once I'm completely done, then I will take 1 or 2 cases at a time, depending on what they are, how involved they are. My heart attack was February 14th, 2019. Joe, the heart attack was long before I started on social media. And the event that triggered moving my dad was a fall. He took a fall. And that was the same day that we moved him into Marks, when we discovered that he fell and he had no recollection of the fall. Because he had bruising like all over his arm. He had no idea how it got there. It was dark, it was really a fall. How you doing from the UAE? Mike, I did criminal law, and I did trusts, and I did car accidents for money, but criminal law is my love. I enjoy going into, court law. I enjoy going to court. I'm not a member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum or any legal association, foundation. Remember, I've been retiring for 6 years. Yeah. So I am looking forward to renting my office out, doing a case or 2, at a time, really at a relaxed pace. It's some things I can do from home and go from there. Angela, welcome back.
Hi, Angela. Welcome.
Welcome back to that same old place that we laughed about.
Danielle's from Nashville. Sure am.
I had a stent put in, Elvis. Absolutely. I had 1 stent put in.
Elvis is here. Golly gee willikers. Elvis is here.
Lip pillow.
Oh no, Mike G, it's not. But we gotta do sometimes everything in moderation, bruh. Everything in moderation.
Except sex. You can have as much as you can. No moderation necessary. It's healthy. It's healthy. It gets your heart going. Gets you the exercise. It's a stress release.
Okay. All right.
It's good.
All right. Finish what's in your mouth. Let's get that.
It's good. I mean, the more sex is like walking. You just can't get too much of it. The more, the better. There's just no negatives to it. Except for, if you're with strangers or something. Because then you
gotta take your pills.
If you're walking, what can happen to you? A plane gonna fall on you?
Finish what's in your
mouth. Not much
first,
gonna happen. She just didn't. My dad was quiet for a second, and she just jumped up to make sure he wasn't choking. And she accomplished that. He's not choking. He's fine. A lot of times, you guys don't realize that. With what's going on here, we're always aware of what's going. Even if we're talking here, we always listen to him, just like we do when we're in the room. And anything that sounds weird or abnormal, we're going to get up and go check on it. And that was just an abnormal silence. And I felt it too. You start to feel these things, but he's fine.
Got it?
I've not heard of the Karen Reed trial. I am looking. I did the Jodi Arias. That I watched all the interrogations from that, and that's something that I really enjoy. I'm looking at some of the bigger cases and going back and actually watching from the beginning. When the police, what they first had, watching them in their course of their investigation and listening to all the the interrogations. How you doing in Kenya?
The cookie,
Yeah.
what is it?
Chocolate cookie.
How you doing in New Zealand? We got a Kiwi. Yeah, Jodi Arias was really just disturbing to watch. I mean, just disturbing, and like the Joker smile is the Joker smile is not evil, right? It kind of it's freaking Joker, but Jodi Arias, her smile is literally it's evil. I mean, I look at it and I go, shit, man, that's like she's like a possessed. She's like a demon or something. Scary.
I'm back.
The new gal, the Mary Blueberry. I lost everything to Mary Blueberry, and I had to come back to Danielle.
He got scammed.
Because
He got scammed.
I didn't have a lot of money, but what I had went to Mary Blueberry. It was actually Ronaldo Infedia. That was the real name.
Oh.
And she didn't look anything. He didn't look anything like she did in the picture, unfortunately. And so I had to come crawling back to Danielle. And thank you for taking me back.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate your taking care of Ed while I traveled over to Nigeria.
Yep. I helped you out. That's just what I do.
I had to check it out, I had to check it out.
And
She sounded real.
I gave him the opportunity.
She said, go check it out.
But let's remember who has all the money. That would be me. So I gave him $100 in his wallet. And
I figured they're rich, right? Well, I can get there and then I can help them, unlock it. But it turned out not to be
where's Grandpa
anything
Dan's?
I expected.
Yeah, no. So he came back crawling back.
I came crawling
back.
Yeah.
Crawling back.
Yeah.
Tears, flower petals.
Yep.
Professions of love.
Yep.
Grandeur.
Candy, lots of C's candy.
What's my favorite C's candy?
It wasn't C's candy. It was what is your favorite again? I don't remember.
He came
Fig
back.
Newtons.
He came back
with like a
he came
case
back.
of Fig Newtons.
He came back with lots of casino vouchers.
Lots of casino.
Casino vouchers. That would not right there when he handed me the casino vouchers. That was it. I allowed him back in the house. Yep. No French kisses. I think after 45, you don't French kiss anymore.
Ooh, peanut M&Ms, yes.
C's candy.
What's the worst case I ever had?
He wouldn't even.
I mean, that's a hard one. Worst for me or the worst client I had. But I've talked about it before. The worst case I ever had was a rapist who didn't display really much humanity. It was almost like the person was not human. I mean, it was really disturbing. A step beyond Jodi Arias, because at least Jodi Arias tried to fake it. And that client changed my entire practice. After that moment, after that one client, I stopped taking 50% of my cases. I wouldn't do any more sexual assault cases, especially when minors were involved, and I pretty much stopped taking cases that were really bad people. Brian Cooper, really interesting. That they found DNA, male DNA, in those apartments, and that was something that was never reported. It wasn't put in the affidavit when they went and got a search warrant. So I'm curious to see what that DNA is, because that might change the outlook on the case. I mean, Koberg's behavior was very suspicious, and there's something. He's obviously, in my opinion, and again, it's just opinion. You're presumed innocent until convicted. But I think that he's certainly suspicious, but there may be more to it. There may be more people
It's my
involved.
favorite. 5 balls deep.
Brandy, I lived the OJ thing, so I haven't watched the documentary. I remember I was at the LADA's office during that prosecution, so I'm quite aware from both sides. I even rode an elevator with Johnny Cochran.
If I need a defense lawyer,
John Bonet, I think a family member.
Caroline wants to know if you'll defend her if in need.
Caroline, I'm retired. I mean, it would have to really be something big. It'd have to be really be big. I mean,
maybe we'll think about it, Caroline.
Robin Williams was a unique
Depends on what you
individual, one of the most talented performers I've ever seen. Robin Williams. There may be a few other in his category, but very rare that kind of talent. What makes me think that it was a family member?
Where you going?
There was no forced entry. There was not a lot of cooperation between the family and Boulder. After at some point, I think there might have been a failed polygraph test in there. It was just weird. I mean, you had an older brother and you had the father. I don't know enough to really make that statement, but I just think that there's something weird with that case. And you know, I'm not a big fan of beauty pageants and dressing up a little girl in as a beauty, just not my cup of tea. So, and they were a wealthy elite family. You know, they had connections, and I guess the Boulder Police Department wasn't real professional when they went in, and they kind of screwed up the crime scene. You defended. Audrey, I'm not going to talk names of my clients. It's just something I'm not going to do on here.
Go to the couch. Let's go to the couch.
Madeline McCann. For some reason, that name rings a bell, but I can't place it right now.
Let's go sit down.
Patricia, I certainly think OJ was guilty of murder, double murder. Yeah, that's absolutely my opinion, and that's probably a little stronger than opinion. What the UFO disclosure, I totally think that there is out of this world intelligence on our planet, whether that is biologics or living or just their technology that they've sent from wherever they are. I do believe that there is alien technology on this planet.
You want to come talk with Dan and I, or do you go to?
I am still retiring right now, but I basically started in earnest. I had a full caseload, like when I had my heart attack, and I just have been slowly, and I continued to take cases till about, I don't know, till we closed down for COVID. So I'm still working through some of the very last cases. And also, I take cases from other clients, old clients that come back. Pop's not sleeping. I think you're going to see him in a second walking by. Is he going to the couch or going?
He's going to the couch.
Oh, he's going to the couch.
Yep.
We're in the Northern California area. We're in the Sacramento area. A heart attack was in 2019 at the beginning, February 14th. Lacey Peterson. Do I think Scott Peterson is guilty? I do. That's my opinion. He was convicted by a jury, and his behavior after the crime. The weird thing about Scott Peterson is there was no direct evidence linking him to the crime. It was all circumstantial after the incident, after Lacey was killed, and then it just Scott was just acted like a guilty person, and you had the whole Amber Fry thing. Poor Amber Fry, man, she got roped into. She did a wonderful job getting roped into that.
Don't let me forget. When I go to bed tonight, I have to get up to put Millie away.
It's just is there too much reasonable doubt? I mean, if you were on the jury, maybe there would have been hung. I don't remember the Bob Dortnick case. I was in law school at that time, and I just didn't. Do I know of Alex Kelly? I don't know of the Alex Kelly case in Connecticut. Perry Show, I'm sorry about your grandpa, and you are not alone. A lot of people watch the channel because my dad reminds them of one of their own relatives, father or grandfather or uncle. Yes, those are Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Yes. I got him from Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ed is not living with Mark anymore. That became too difficult after my dad declined enough. Menendez brothers, I hope they get out. I think they're guilty, and I think they served their time, and they should get out. I think there should have been some mitigation on the sentence, but it was a really tough crime. Is Lyle a sociopath? I don't know personally. I mean, I don't know him enough. Do I have a chinchilla? No.
No. We don't have a hedgehog either. Just in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, I think we should get out.
Gypsy Rose.
No, what? What was Gypsy Rose? Remind me.
Remember, I went to try to watch it, and you're like,
What was it? Remind me the facts.
She killed her parents, I think, right?
Oh, so was she the one who the mother, kept
Yes, and then
poisoning her, and I don't remember the name of that.
She just killed her mom.
Of that symptoms.
She killed her mom.
I will tell you.
It's Surrey.
I don't know any. I'm not going to talk legally about that. But what she did to that child. I have no. I'll just put it this way: I have no sympathy for the mother. I don't know about Steve Avery.
Yeah, Munchausen by proxy. Yes. Sorry.
Well, Munchausen isn't that's where a captive becomes.
That's her
daughter. No. Is Munchausen the one where you
when she goes and she says her daughter to get sympathy and she gets money for that. So
what's the Patty Hearst one I'm thinking of? Gabby Petito, another, what an absolute, beautiful young lady who happened to hook up with a psychopath. And I think, I think that guy, again, opinion, right? Everyone's presumed innocent. But I think that guy, the son's guilty, and I'm not real happy with the parents' behavior.
Hi, Samantha. Welcome.
Charles Manson. Manson was.
I haven't watched that yet. But those were all I saw some TikTok video today of all the sociopathic movies, and Apple Cider was one of them. Sensory room. Have we thought of installing a sort of sensory room for Pop?
Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. That's what I was thinking of. Stockholm.
I know. Everybody already said it.
Oh. It came to me when I was getting my beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stockholm.
Mm-hmm. Just saying. No sensory room. Somebody asked if we were going to install a sensory room for Grandpa. Remember where the sensory room was?
What is it? Something that I don't know. What's
well,
sensory
room? Remember the tactile dome?
Yeah.
That's sensory.
Oh. That's interesting. I've never heard anything about it, but I will tell you, I don't think my dad ever went through the tactile dome.
No, I didn't. I was too scared. But somebody gave Grandpa a sensory book, and he looked at me like I was crazy. So,
what?
No. Yeah. But you know who loves it? Dilly Pop. Somebody sent Grandpa a sensory book, and he said, "What do I need this for?" And I gave it to Dylan.
Grandpa's not that way. He's not that, a feely, touchy type of person. And he may be past that at this point. Was Ed combative? I mean, you saw about as combative on the videos as he ever was. I mean, he's never really been that difficult that way. He's, luckily he's appreciative, and at the end of the day, he's happy to be here, and he's not that way. He's not that combative. He's doing all right. I mean, physically, he's declined more physically than I would have imagined. I would have thought that it would have been a sharper mental decline, but he is declining slower mentally than he is physically, which is unfortunate. TV. We don't put a TV in my dad's room because I don't want my dad sitting in his room alone watching TV. If my dad's going to watch TV, I want him out on the couch where stuff's happening. Sometimes there's nothing happening, but when things, people are here and Andrew's here or that someone comes over or friends, there's always something going on in the living room. And even if he's not directly involved, I want him to be around it and part of it and not isolated somewhere. Plus, so we don't have a TV in his room. Just for sleeping.
Not only just that, what does he do when he sees the light?
Well, he would unplug the TV if he sees the little red light, but that's not, I don't care about that. Why put him in his room? Somebody The gate, somebody thought the gate, we were locking him in his room, getting all this, you should lock your dad. We'd never lock my dad in his room. I mean, my God. Now, again,
He's watching
Facebook.
TV.
Facebook,
Not just Facebook.
pretty much.
I get it on my TikTok.
Engaging him is great stimulation for him. That's what he needs. I took him out to lunch yesterday. And by the way, whoever paid for our lunch at Mike's in Elk Grove, we went out and I met my sister and my mom for lunch. And and I was walking my dad, and somebody gave me a shout out, and I thank you, walked by, and then I don't know, halfway through our dinner, the waitress came over and said somebody paid for our meal, the entire meal for all 4 people. So if you are on here and you did that, thank you so much. You don't have unnecessary, but we were. My mom was just like, I don't get it. What do you mean someone paid for our lunch? She has no idea about the reach of social media, and she was so shocked that somebody would do that. I was shocked too, but thank you. And please make yourself known so I can thank you properly.
That was really kind. That's the first time it's ever happened. Mark's gotten it a couple times where Grandpa, back when he took Grandpa,
But
he would get it a couple times.
the bottom line is we don't take him out as much because it's cold
and he hates it.
It's hard, and we he doesn't wear shoes in the house. He has to wear shoes outside. So it's an ordeal to get him out, but we still do it as much as we can.
Rachel.
I like bowling, but I haven't bowled in forever.
We used to bowl.
Yeah. Remember the last time we bowled?
No.
With Mike Denico and Bonnie?
That was just the bar. It wasn't the bowling.
We went bowling and you left me there, and Mike and I had to walk home
because you guys were
at like 1 in the morning, and it was a lot farther than I thought. It was like we had to walk 4 miles home from the bowling alley at 2 in the morning.
Well, it's my Heineken.
I want to go. I'm going. And that was before Uber. There was no Uber. Hi, Robin.
I had 2 glasses of wine, and now I'm doing my 0.
I think my dad's got a decent, the best quality of life that is possible given all of our limitations. I think he's.
They're playing.
I know. Why are they playing right now? Thanks, Rachel. She did make me walk home. I was with somebody. Actually, he stayed for me because he was just being cool.
I was pissed. I wanted to go home. His wife wanted to go home.
This is again, I was in law school. I'm first year law school or something. All right, enough.
Ooh. She sniffed at you. My wife's on her second. Oh, shit. Oh, Goodman. Heineken 0.
Have we ever almost moved out of California?
Never.
I mean, I don't have a lot of options outside California because I'm licensed to practice law in California. So moving out of California would mean, having to sign up with another bar, maybe take the bar if they didn't do reciprocity.
You could do it, honey. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Let's move to
You study for the fucking bar. I'm going to study for that damn thing again. Are you kidding?
Do you have to? Yeah, I know, JB.
It's been 30 years since I was in law school. I don't remember community property law. I mean, except for what I practiced, I have to relearn it.
Anything.
I've been licensed for a long time, like 25 plus years, 26 years, something like that.
Red. Here's my leftover red with
more than that. I mean, I was
0.
I graduated in '96, so like 20, almost 30 years. My God.
Goodman, stop being a pussy. Prost. Oh, thanks, Kennedy.
Ed did not pay for my law school.
Hi, Sharon.
I took loans out to pay for my law school, and Danielle and I both worked. We did not have an easy time financially, despite what people think. I worked my ass off from the time I was 13 years old, until I graduated. I was still working, but no, we didn't. Nobody paid for anything for us.
Mm-mm.
I'm not. I don't watch. You know, the only thing I
We
watched
tried
for
to
Goat
watch.
Try Saw was
We
the.
tried.
I like that dude.
We tried,
That
but we couldn't
that
get into
enforcer
it.
dude, the old guy with the gray hair. You know, that goes around and goes, "I don't need a gun. I'll take it from you." I like that guy. I think that's Better Call Saul. Again, I defended different people, but I'm not going to talk about my clients' names. It's just not something I'm going to do on social media. I mean, I've been on, I've made videos with clients and been in public with
Sam.
clients, and it's not, but I'm not going to just spew out names of clients.
Spew away, Bubby.
My wife might have some Italian,
Yeah,
might have some Spanish,
14%.
some Moroccan, some Egyptian, some
14%.
you name it. She got it.
I'm into 14% Italian on my dad's side.
How do you save to pay back law school? So what I did, I came out of law school. I told you I had 50 grand in loans. I had to borrow. I didn't try to borrow as least as little as I could. We worked, through law school to pay expenses. And I came out of law school. I was only 50 grand. Some people come out for 100, 150. And we bought our first house and sold it like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years later. And I made a $55,000 profit. And I took the entire thing and paid off my student loan. So I just paid it off with a little bit of appreciation. Thank you, California, for that appreciation. And that's what I did. I don't like debt. I don't like owing money. So I'd rather have no money in the bank but not owe anything. So that's what I did.
Good.
And I still do that today. I still pay things off. And I may be cash poor, but I have no debt.
No debt.
I recommend, depending on your circumstances and your debt threshold, it's not the same for everybody, but in general, I think that low debt or no debt is a good thing.
That's good.
Pops
That's
is
my
not
favorite,
in debt.
Dylan. No debt.
Yeah, I hate payments. And that's why I don't like buying new cars.
No, Dan's like, if we can't pay cash for it, we ain't buying it.
We don't need it.
God, so boring.
Gigi, it's a great feeling to pay off that debt. Actually, it was not a great feeling to write that check because all of a sudden I had this money, in my hand, and what could I do with that 55 grand? But no, I bit the bullet. And Dave Ramsey is somebody that, we don't always agree, but in general, I think Dave Ramsey is on the right path. You're Dave Ramsey's cousin, or I'm Dave Ramsey's cousin. Yeah, the new BMW is a paid off house, right? Or the new luxury mark of I've made it is a paid off mortgage instead of the BMW in the driveway. Pat, I hear you. You go to Sam's Club or Costco, and it can be a car payment, or a house payment. How you doing in Kenya? Dave Ramsey's driving your car till it's dead. A car just gets you from A to B. Really, and that's all they do. Unless you live in the snow and you need, special tires and four-wheel drive, you really, a car is just transportation. Rice and beans. If Pop had to leave for some reason, who would be more sad? More sad, me or him? I will tell you when, and it's not if, it's when my dad leaves my house for whatever reason. I can know the most obvious reason will be, natural progression. I think I'm going to get hit because what am I going to do? I get up, and
Am I chopped liver?
A chopped liver over here leaves all the time. I'm here with my dad, and that's what I'm used to. I will miss it when I don't have it. As much as it's a bother, I will have a really tough time adjusting when I don't have my dad here.
I guess just Dan. Danielle won't have.
Well, no, I asked. Do you mean me or my dad? If you can answer the same question.
I think both of us would.
I didn't say you wouldn't. You can answer for you. I mean, you bitch a lot and complain, but I think that in the end,
It's gonna,
there'll
it's gonna
be
be
a big
hard.
void.
It's gonna
A
be
big
hard.
void.
It's gonna be hard.
And
I
then
bitch
we'll
just-
have to make our own content.
I just bitch because I bitch. I'm just a bitcher, but I still do it and I still do it well. Lord, leave me alone in my bitching. But it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard.
It will not.
When
be.
is your limit? I haven't seen a limit yet, Cindy. I mean, I've never been close to a limit on my dad, and we're through the hardest time. That was the beginning, right? That when you had to adjust to a very different lifestyle.
I don't agree with that. I think,
Okay.
oh yeah, but I still think every new phase is an adjustment period. I mean, it's not easy. Yes, the beginning was hard, but it's hard in other areas now.
I know, Jeff. I'm just saying we are very fortunate when it comes to content, right? We do make some great content, and sometimes it does really well, and I'm proud of some of our individual content, but we are truly blessed when it comes to content. We don't have to create it. We have a content machine right over there who's amazing and lovable, and people love to see them, and it's like living with Robin Williams or something. It just makes life easier. Rob, I passed the bar on the first time, and not only did I pass the bar on the first time, but I told everybody it's not even an issue. I will pass on the first time. There's not even a question.
But,
and I walked out of the bar.
But it was
I
scary.
had no question. The day I walked out of the bar, I knew that I passed. I was completely confident, and never once did I ever even question whether I would pass the bar until the night I had to check the results. And when I got on this is back the old days when, internet didn't work the way it does now. It was on the old, to get hooked up, and it didn't always work. And so when I went onto the bar site to see if I passed, they give you a list of names, if you passed, or it says congratulations, and it came back, it's all not found. And that's what you would see if you didn't pass the bar. And, the computer was going off and on, and I'm like, I wasn't I had a freaking complete meltdown. And I was working for another attorney at the time, waiting for the results. And he had a much better online system. I don't forget what it was called, but it was the one above phone, but not yet to where it is today. And so I drove all the way down to the office like at 6 o'clock on a Sunday night or whatever night it was. And I went in, I got on his computer and saw that I did pass.
He called me, he was like, I passed!
But
there was a moment of doubt.
I never had a moment of doubt until I actually got on the computer. Get that thing out. What? All right.
Knock it off.
I'll get rid of him. You're out of here, Coco. Yeah, you're out of here. What are you doing?
I guess she wants a treat.
She wants food.
They already ate.
Hang on, Coco.
Coco's 4, going on 5. Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. I got something for you. Come on. Oh, yeah. Come on. Fast. There you go.
Where are you going, Ed?
He's up. He's up. He's up. He's up. He's up. I'm squinting. I know I'm squinting. If I get in here, I won't squint as much.
Do you want to come sit for a little bit? We're talking to some friends. Do you want to come sit? Do you want to come sit and talk to some
What
friends?
advice should I give to somebody with an Ed?
Come on, let's go over here.
We got some people here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just like my dad, I'd say go for it. There's no easy answer to that, and it really depends on your family system. How what kind of support you have.
Danielle's here.
All
Go
that
sit
kind of
next
thing.
to Dan.
Danielle, a friend.
I don't know if he's.
Well, we'll see.
It's here.
Here, this is my seat. Come sit down next to Dan for a little bit. Come sit down.
Where's my seat?
Right here.
I'm using your seat for
No,
a minute.
no, I'm going away.
Don't go away.
Well, just for a little while anyway.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, this-
Pop, how are you doing?
I've been okay.
All right. You feeling all right, Dad?
Yeah, I think I am.
Look at that. He just, this is the weird thing is I'm always, really protective over him. And then she brings him out and puts him on, and look at that smile comes over his face. How you doing, Pop? Everybody's here today.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on here, Pop.
That's okay.
And they're talking to you, Dad.
I'm talking to you.
They're talking to you.
Oh, yeah. Why
See,
not?
Ed. They're saying Ed. I'm not Ed. You're Ed.
Where does it say Ed?
It says Ed all over here. Hey, Pop. Hey, Ed. Ed. Dr. Salinger. You're all over here, Pop. They're all talking to you, Dad.
Oh, I got a lot of things.
Dad, you're known worldwide and people love you. You know, Pop?
Some people love me, some people don't.
Well, Pop, I
Why
think
does he
most
look at me?
But
most people love you, Pop. There's a couple people on Facebook that I have to question, but other than that, you're pretty much loved.
yeah,
People talking to you from Canada, they're talking to you from all over the world, Pop. All over the world. People are asking how you're feeling, Dad. How are you feeling? Are you feeling all right?
yeah.
All right. I don't. Okay.
He's reading.
You're reading the comments, Pop?
What?
Are you reading the comments?
What comments?
All right. It's just, he's not. He's not. I don't want him on like this, dear.
I don't have any comments.
These are people talking to you, Pop.
Talking to you?
They're talking to you.
All those people over there?
Yeah, they're all talking to you, Dad.
They're all what?
Nobody's talking to me. They're talking to you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're hi from Georgia. How
Oh.
are you, Ed?
This is for the United States.
Yep. They're from all over the world, Pop. No further questions.
Boy, it's a lot of names
This
on
witness
there.
is dismissed.
That's great.
How are you doing, Dad?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Did you have a good day?
A day isn't over with yet.
It is definitely not over, but you had dinner, right?
No, I have had dinner. I have had. What time is it?
It's 6:15.
Oh, 6:15. Well, there you go. I've had dinner already.
Are you hungry, Dad?
Not too hungry, no.
All right. Well, then you're good.
Are you hungry?
I'm not hungry yet, Pop. This is not a mood swing as much as it is just, just the way he is right now. It's not really a mood. He's in a decent mood.
He's happy.
He's happy. Dad, you're smiling.
He's smiling.
I'm with my family.
You are with your family, Pop.
I'll be smiling when I'm with my family. It's
I know.
normal.
That is normal, Pop. Look, someone from Seattle. That's where you were born, Pop.
That's right. I probably, all my family moved down here, though.
Well, some stayed in Seattle. You had some family in Seattle, Pop.
Yeah, I still got family in Seattle.
I have a second cousin in Seattle, Pop.
You did.
Yeah, I do. From your side of the family.
Who is that?
Well, from Grandma on Grandma's side.
Oh, I won't worry about it then.
You won't worry about anybody from your mom's side of the family?
Well, what could I do?
Yeah, nothing you can do. You're all right.
My mom's side, yeah, good person.
Your mom was a really good person, Dad. She was my favorite. Your Grandma was my favorite. Grandpa was fun, but Grandma was special. For sure. You had a good mom.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna be first, second light, or what?
Yep. I hope I'm first liked.
You'll be first light?
Yep.
Okay.
Comments are going by fast.
Man.
No pockets.
What?
No pockets.
No,
No.
I just found that out.
Yeah.
No, Danielle's been really good. She's been helpful.
Yeah, she's been
You want
very
to sit
helpful.
down here,
Pop.
Danielle?
No. If you want to go watch TV,
You want to watch some TV, Pop?
What?
You want to watch TV?
Watching. I'm gonna have lunch pretty soon.
All right. Take him to watch some
come with
TV,
me.
Pop. She'll get you
Come
something
with
to
me.
eat.
Come with me. Come with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Up. Ooh. Up.
There you go.
Got it?
Thank you.
Okay. Come on.
Thank you.
Where do I go?
Come over here.
This way?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I just
Come on, Daniel.
he's not really bad today, but he's not really with it either. And So I don't, when he's in that condition, he can go either way. I just don't want to take any chances or tire him out. I apologize. We had a great session with him on Friday where he sat down just like he did today, but he turned on. He turned on.
You want to finish your dinner?
We don't keep a TV in his room because we don't want him sitting in his room alone watching TV. We have him watch TV out here in the living room where at least he's around people.
Yeah, that's yours.
It's a roller coaster day a roller coaster ride from day to day and even hour to hour. That's why it's hard to tell whether he's going to do well on here. You just never know. And, sometimes we think, no, he's not going to do great, and he does wonderful. And sometimes we think, hey, he's with it, and he comes on, he just, not into it. And so he was a little, it could have gone either way, but we'll wait till next time. His birthday is March 26th. He has a recliner in his room, but we just use it to put stuff on. Because again, I don't want him sitting alone in his room. That's the last thing I want to see. We could put him in a home to do that.
He's finishing his dinner.
Yeah, we gave him the chance, and sometimes he really perks up, but it's hit or miss.
Yeah, and he's finishing his dinner.
Oh, is he? That's good. So sometimes, in the middle of his dinner, he'll go, I'm not hungry, I don't want any more, and then we'll take it away, and then he'll forget that he ate dinner and go, where's dinner? And here it is, and he'll finish it up. So that's not uncommon. My dad will say lunch or dinner or breakfast at different times. Dementia can confuse you not only, where you are geographically or whose house you're in or names, but also the time of day. And, sometimes if he's up at night, it can get really confusing. But, he's pretty stable. It ain't too bad. I got great sleep last night. I don't know. I just was out because I was so tired. And I had these dreams, these really in-depth dreams, man. I didn't want to wake up out of them. I wanted to stay in my dream. Take Danielle the money, Carl. Money maker. My dad was a foot doctor. How you doing down in Brazil?
No wet dreams. Well, maybe. I don't know, Anthony. Were they? No,
they were not. I don't think. If I did, I didn't remember it. Too bad. That's the one I need to remember. Am I going to watch the hockey game? I will. It's in Canada. Absolutely. Because a lot of people are asking about that hockey game. Oh, you work with you manage a podiatrist's office in Florida. That's awesome. You deal with a lot of bunions and ingrown toenails.
I did some podiatry work today with Ed.
Orthotics. Yeah, you did. You helped on his foot.
Yeah, I shaved a corn.
Yeah, there's AI videos that impersonate us and say really weird things. But I just got like a really weird computer voice. AI is not perfect, but yeah, I've been a victim of AI. It's incredible. It's incredible that people do that. How much time do people have? I don't understand it.
A lot.
I practice criminal law.
Bye, Grandma.
Bobcat. LeVar Ball had his foot cut off.
His corn.
What?
He has a corn.
Oh, LeVar Ball had some work done on his foot. LeVar.
Corn.
I don't.
On the side of his foot.
That's not how we pronounce it.
So I shaved
LeVar, but I know who you're talking about. How you doing from Middlesboro, Kentucky? Yes, Gigi, that is correct. Josh is my brother from my dad and her brother from her mom.
Amen.
And the beer, it is refreshing. It's not like Pabst, the beer refreshing, but
no, it's not. That's an ultra.
It's
this is a zero.
Right.
Who am I talking about? I'm drinking the zero.
My dad was born in Washington State. And
No, I
and that's
shoot
where
the corn.
my great
I
grandfather
have a little
worked, was in
razor.
Washington State, and my grandfather lived there for quite a while, and then moved down to the Bay Area. How you doing in San Jose?
Which do you have your funniest moment with Ed?
My funniest moment with Ed. You can look on video. There's a lot of funny moments, but I can't think of,
I mean, even when you were little, it doesn't have to be just like present
I
day.
mean, typically what other people would find funny when I was a kid would embarrass me or something. I didn't find him real funny when I was young. I was more appalled than embarrassed because my dad just doesn't care about things that most people care. He doesn't care about image. He doesn't care about your money. He doesn't care what you're driving.
Pamela,
He just
it was
doesn't care
raining.
about those things.
It's
So
raining today.
Ed is just fine.
Path's
He was born in I think King County. I think Seattle or right around Seattle. How you doing in Elk Grove, Karen? There are a lot of people in Elk Grove. Elk Grove is a really cool place, and I'll tell you, I travel, and so when I travel, when I go somewhere else, and I run into like TikTokers on, it's a very different reaction than I get from Elk Grovians. In Elk Grove, when people see me, I get, they don't even stop moving. Right? They just keep going. They go, "Hey Dan, how you doing?" And I'll look over and go, "Hey," and they go, "Ah, I know you're from TikTok. All right, oh, thank you." Or walk into the car. That happens multiple times a day, but people don't, like sometimes if people from other towns that come here,
Caroline said the Woodland is better.
Woodland's better. I go to Woodland too. What are Ed's heritages? He's from Lithuania. He's from all sorts of different places. Austria, Russia. I mean, it was the borders were different, back in the 1800s, or early 1800s when our ancestors were wandering Europe, and so they were all over Germany, Lithuania, Austria, Russia. They're all over back there.
Oh
My
God.
mom's side is more England,
Judy,
Scotland,
I don't think you want Elk Grove.
Sweden.
You would have to go further up. Yeah, your husband's right. Unless you live in like the rural area. Love you, Sam.
Dad's wearing an Eagles sweatshirt right now, Doogie, but I don't. Danielle has the P.O. box. You can get it off her. Is it on your site or whatever?
My link tree.
Your link tree. Mm-hmm. She has a P.O. box.
No, Gordon.
How you doing in
Northern
Vacaville?
California. You would have to go further up. Unless you're over by
Yeah, Angie, Danielle's got a P.O. box. I grew up in the Bay Area, so I didn't go to Elk Grove High, but I did when I was in law school. Elk Grove High was it, and I followed their football program. You remember I took Danielle to watch Lance Briggs play in the playoffs, and Dinwiddie was the quarterback. But you might know Lance Briggs. He's an All-Pro, played in the NFL in Chicago.
Yes, Joanna's.
And man, were they a good team. They were freaking unbelievably good. Mm-hmm. Grandpa did actually pick the Eagles. Joanne is still alive, I hope. I mean, she was alive this morning. So, Robin, I think she's still doing fine. She's at my sister's right now. And she's going to move in with my sister at the end of March. We're going to give her notice where she is on March 1st. And then she's going to move into my sister's on April 1st. Which is really good news. We took a lot of persuasion.
You took a lot of persuasion.
It took a lot to get my mom to agree to that, but she finally agreed. It's time
Caroline
to go live with her.
could go spend time with her.
What?
Caroline. She's like 10 minutes from her.
Yeah, she's close to Caroline.
Mm-hmm. And that was hard for Dan's mom.
That was hard for me. I mean, my mom is very independent. She divorced my dad, and she's been single. She's had some long-term relationships, but she's been single, independent ever since. And I'll tell you, when you want to infringe or take away any of her freedom, she fights back and she doesn't like it. But she needs the help. She needs the companionship. She needs all the stuff. And she's, watched me with my dad for the last 4 years. So it's time for her to live with her family. And my sister is stepping up. I'm sure that watching us, put a little pressure on her to do that. No, my sister is married, and her husband is a nice guy, and he loves her, and he's on board with it. My mom was an amazing woman. She graduated from psychology, got her master's degree, and then she went to work for a charity company at first, and then she worked for the DA's office in the DA's office as a victim witness counselor. So if you were a victim of a sexual assault, or you were a child that was a victim of a crime, she would be assigned and she would help you get through the process. She'd go with you, stand when you had to testify. She'd go into court and she would be there. It's kind of like, a support dog, but she was a support person. She was a support my mom, and she helped people. She actually was assigned to the Polly Klaas case, so she helped Mark Klaas before he became Mark Klaas, get through his ordeal with losing his daughter to that monster, Richard Allen Davis. And she was also a victim's advocate for an ombudsman for rest homes. So she used to drag me around to rest homes where she would go and investigate complaints, patient complaints against different rest homes, and she exposed me to that very early. And that probably played a huge role in the fact that my dad is living here today. Because when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I was seeing this happen, and my mom was there as their advocate. She's an amazing woman, a wonderful woman. My wife has a degree in child development. I'd love to go to Fenway Park, Moneymaker. I've been to Boston. I think I've seen Fenway Park. I think I saw it, or I either saw that or the Garden. I can't remember at this point. When my mom had cancer and I flew with my mom back to Dana-Farber in Boston and saw those, but I'd love to go to a game out there. Oh, that's awesome, Karen. A very important job, incredibly important. You're the only contact for those people. They're isolated. Nobody's checking on them, and those ombudsmen are sometimes the only contact to the outside world, the only voice of support that you have if you're stuck in a home like that. Especially if you don't have a loud family. Thanks, West Coast. My wife worked outside the home while I was in law school, and then up until she was pregnant with Andrew. So she worked as a daycare director for KinderCare when Jennifer was born, and so Jennifer went to KinderCare with her, and then Hannah was born, and they were both, so they didn't have to be raised, by strangers. My wife was there every day, took them to work with her, and then when she went on maternity leave with Andrew, by that time my practice was up and running and she was able to retire, and she has not worked outside the home since then. I'm sorry, Tammy. My mom had lung cancer. Leukemia. My mom had lung cancer, and we ended up getting it radiated out at MD Anderson in Houston. Again, my mom was incredibly lucky that she had the resources to go where she had to go, and we had my brother who was advising us on the way, and we ended up turning down Dana-Farber's offer because it would have required a lobectomy, and we went to MD Anderson where she was able to get it radiated out, and it's gone. And it's been, that was before is it before my heart attack? I think that was before my heart attack. So it's, she's been cancer-free for, going 7 years. And it was an absolute punch in the gut for me, because remember, Danielle's mom died from lung cancer. And I remember when she was diagnosed, and then I watched her die. I watched her decline and die. So when my mom was diagnosed, I remember it was on a trip to Tahoe, and my weekend sucked. And all I told her, Mom, you won't be alone for 1 minute during, your fight with this disease. And she wasn't. Either myself or my sister was with her on every trip she took. Every time she went somewhere, and at some trips, both me and my sister went. Like to Boston, my sister was there. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate my dad is a pretty cool guy.
Oh, I did, Pamela. At one point I did.
I'm the better cook, I think.
Oh, Lord.
I think. I mean, if we were going to have like an all-out contest, I'm sure that I would win. What?
Nothing.
All right.
Whatever.
Any earlier videos? You know, we have to get, you know, it's a project, right? We have a lot of material with my dad. It's just really hard to sit down and spend 5 hours, you know, deciphering it, editing it, and making it into a video. But at some point, who makes the better
I don't
pancakes?
know if you would know anything about it.
I just take we buy them already made. I throw them in the
Oh,
microwave.
the Walmart ones, pre-made. Oh my God. To die. So if you guys want pre-made pancakes, Walmart. Good.
My mom is 88.
Hi, Jackie. Thanks, Carrie. He finished his,
What?
He finished his food, by the way.
Did he take his pills?
I didn't start. Yes, everything.
Okay. And he ate it all?
He ate it all.
Awesome.
It was a big
Awesome.
salad. Big salad.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kyle. That was sweet.
The blueberry pancakes. They're regular pancakes.
Regular.
But we have no syrup here to eat them. So I'll share this. I got my blood work back. I had my blood work done, and I'm pretty healthy, except my blood sugar is too high. I need to stop eating sugar at night, which I'm going to stop.
Tell him what that's called.
Apathy?
Pre-diabetic.
Pre-diabetes. But I've been that way since 2019. So.
Mm-hmm. So.
Danielle's mom was young. How old was she
53.
when she died?
53. That's like 2.5 years away from where I'm at.
And I think it was like, what, a year and a half or 2 years since she was diagnosed?
14 months from diagnosis
14 months,
to death.
that fast. That fast.
Kim wants to know what your A1C was.
I don't know. Let me see if I have... Why did you let that thing out?
Because they don't need to be locked.
So it has to come over here and bark right in my ear?
It's not that big of a deal.
Well,
Kim,
not for your
Kim
ear.
is the nurse.
You're not hard of hearing.
So she wants to know.
What?
Kim is the nurse, so she wants to know what your A1C was.
All right, well, I don't know. But I know that it wasn't bad. I only had 2 things that were out of range. One was my good cholesterol, and I was 1 point out of range, but my bad cholesterol isn't high, so I'm still within range.
That's it.
On cholesterol. The only, I can help out a little bit, and then,
What are you barking at?
let me get rid of this dog here.
Oh, damn.
I'll get rid of him, Dad, don't worry.
Damn, barking at you.
Yeah, well, it's barking in my ear.
Huh?
Barks in my ear.
Man, about something.
Yeah, mad because he wants
Not
food.
mad, they want to know.
He wants food. Come on, Coco. Come on, guys. Come on, Coco. Come on, guys. Go. Actually, you want it? All right. You're not gonna get it, Coke? You want it? Do you want it? Fine. Come here, Baxi. Come on, Coke. Come on, Coke.
She's looking
Yeah,
at
hurry
me.
up. Baxi, gonna get it. Baxi, you want it? That's yours, Coke. Alright, Baxter's gonna get it. Baxter's gonna get it. Nope, it's gone. You lost it. Alright, you lose.
She's hiding from Dana.
More chicken nuggets, I'll pay you the whole thing. Look at this big giant piece, Baxi. Come get it. Forget Coco. Coco don't want to listen, so. Ooh, smell that? Smell that? Ooh, that smells good. Come on, Baxi. Yes, I know you want some.
She's right here. She's
Coke.
so stubborn.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Coke, look. Look. Come here. You hungry?
She's so.
Come Come on.
She knows.
Come on, Go-Go. Come on, Go-Go. You want it? Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Would you like it? You like it? Come on. All right, here it goes. There you go. You got duped, dog. You just got duped. There's for you, Betsy. Good dog. Coco got duped that time.
She didn't even eat it. She's looking like, what the
She's
hell?
looking in the window. I threw it out the dog door, and it wouldn't go in the room because it knows it gets locked. So I threw it out the dog door, and I put the dog door back in. So Coco got duped. If you can't outsmart a dog, you know, good luck in life. And I almost got outsmarted by that dog.
Multiple times.
AG, my dad's fine. He's in the other room. He was back. He was yelling at Coco to stop barking.
I don't know. It doesn't. What's the A1C?
It doesn't list it here. They checked for prostate cancer.
It doesn't have A1C on there.
My glomerular filtration. That's my kidneys.
No.
My
Gene,
kidneys are all
she's
right.
moving in with his sister. Yeah, there's no A1C. A1C is 3-month average of sugar in blood. So you weren't tested for A1C or glucose. He was high in glucose.
We already covered that. Thank you.
Somebody.
We already covered the pre-diabetic crap. Okay. I walk every day.
Not yet.
It's not a lack of exercise.
Going to be on one.
I don't. They didn't list my PSA. Oh yeah, they did. My PSA was 1.2, and reference range is 0 to 3.5, and you may have to double that if you have a history of it. So even if I double it, I'm still within range. So my PSA looks all right. Do I love my wife?
No.
Usually.
Mostly.
Most of the time.
Mostly. Right?
Yeah, mostly.
Same.
So,
Same.
You don't eat, no, you don't eat the little fruit thing you got. No, not for you.
Carol, that's awesome. You know, even a mile a day. I walk 3 to 6 miles a day. But even if it was just a mile a day, that would be 80% of it. It's good to get moving. Moving is the key. You see my dad. The one thing I do every day now, because he's not as active, is I get him up, and every hour, every time I see him sitting or dozing, Dad, let's get up and walk the house just to get him moving. And that's that's the same rule. It's the dog trying to get in. Sorry, Coco.
Let's go sit up there on the couch.
I don't know what my A1C was.
Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. Don't move that way. You already have that. You had a lot.
5 miles a day is awesome. That's about 10,000 steps. And what are my thoughts on first-time DUIs? I think that it's a hell of a lesson. If you didn't hurt anybody and you just got a straight DUI, learn the lesson, because next time it may be a lot worse. Don't drink and drive. I mean, it's cliche to say that, but when you work with DUIs, you get it. Go down and sit in a DUI court where you are. You just go watch one day, and you can watch the variation of sentences, because you're in an accident with a DUI and someone goes to the hospital. Guess what? You're in felony land, and you're a criminal all of a sudden. And it changes your whole life. You get lucky and just get pulled over and do 2 days. Great. It sucks for those 2 days, but if you hurt somebody,
Am I detecting some moles in here?
Huh?
Your word's being used a lot on my
I like that.
videos too.
It's a great
Yeah,
word.
I was laughing. At
And
all the
also
ones
you
that said
have
it.
you have the mollification process too. You're in the process of becoming mollified. You know that how that happens or how many years it takes, I don't know. But moles, for people that don't know, are mean old ladies
And
that
some
like to comment on my Facebook posts. Mean old ladies, the meanest of mean. Do you think Danielle's mean? Holy shit! She didn't even. She didn't even she's like a kindergartner when it comes to mean. These are like PhD mean level people. They can't spell or punctuate or write a complete sentence, but they got a PhD in mean. I can tell you that.
At 8, I gotta get up and take the pig away. She's getting her pedicure tomorrow, so I gotta remember.
Oh, the ladies come tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, the keyboard warriors. It's pretty bad.
They're bad.
It's pretty bad. It does give me, it does give me a smile. I mean, some of them are so bad you have to laugh at the simplicity of the hate,
Millie's getting a pedicure.
It's like the lowest level of hate are moles.
No, I think, Robin, they're real accounts. They're real women.
Yeah, they're real people.
Yeah.
But, it's really like 25 or 30
Peanut
and
onions.
they get together and they comment, they feed on each other.
I don't know how many field trips this week. Hi, Bobby. In the wig. A video of Millie. I'll have to get one. What can they hate? They hate me. They hate Dan. They called Ed, God, some people have been calling Ed weird things. Like, he's diseased. Like, why are we doing this? It's so crazy. But I believe, hi, Ashlyn, how are you? It has been a bit. And that's what's really sad is that they're real people with real profiles and real accounts with loving grandchildren and children but they must pull a minute out of the day to just spew hate. I know, Mama G, I have to do it. Hi, Dr. V. When am I coming to Boston? I have to do my skincare. I keep telling you my skincare regime, but I have to do it. I haven't done it. Abigail, you should. I mean, he really does care for me, believe it or not, but he does.
Me?
No.
Ed?
Yeah. She's not going to be happy tomorrow because she does not like the pedicure lady. And she knows pigs are smart. So she knows when she goes in there. And when Emily comes in, man, she tries to run from her. It'll probably be happening during my live tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it. Jennifer needs it, but she might. Everything's so weird. Mm-hmm.
Lots of Bible quotes. And, isn't gossip against the biblical law? Gossip and spreading lies?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't there something about honoring your mother and your father?
Mm-hmm.
They're very particular about religion. They only pick out certain things that they like and the stuff that they don't like, like telling the truth and being nice and do unto others. The basic tenets of religion they seem to forget. But
that doesn't matter.
No.
Mm-mm. They pick and choose.
They pick and choose. And that's called hypocrisy. I have some very close religious friends that are the real deal. They're not only are they believers, but they live it, right? They practice it. They practice what they preach, and they're wonderful people. And
but they practice
it's the people that they practice it. They would never make comments. They live their life, the same way that they preach and they talk and they try and help people. They do work for the poor. They do all sorts of nice things, and some people choose to go the other direction. Let Ed drive. That would be a mole comment, like let Ed drive. They're the weirdest comments, like, dress them up better, or, let them eat different, give them some bacon and eggs instead of cereal. I mean, it's just the comments are just crazy. Or, and then they're starting to attack him.
Give him
He's babbling, he's a creep, he's all these things. It's like, my God.
Mm-hmm.
look in the
And
mirror.
then it's the judgy.
It starts with the man in the mirror.
I know, Roxy, it's sad. Oh, they did. They were talking about his posture. Get him to sit up straight.
Now, the man
Get him
the man had surgery on his lower back, you know, and he had some shit fused together back. Stand him up straight. Put him on a board, you know. The man's, because he's hurting and he's old and he's get curvature of the body and he gets arthritis. I mean, people are just don't get it. You know, it's not just
Yeah,
like
they
you're
pick on Ed.
12, you know, stand up straight. It's not like that.
On Facebook.
This is, my dad had good posture, but as you get old and things start to break, you know, that happens. That's why you see old people, it's not like they're just lazy. That's physical, you know? No, you can't be happy with your life and make those kind of comments. It just, they don't go together. People that are happy don't
Yes, he did try
shit on
cinnamon.
other people for no reason.
Corey asked if we tried the cinnamon. Yes, we did.
We did. In fact, that's in a video. Was that your suggestion? That was a great suggestion. And we did. I did. So when he gets his cereal with bananas, he's going to get cinnamon on it every day. He liked it.
Jean wants to know what the hardest part. She's a caregiver, so she wants to know and they could be different. Our hardest parts. So, what's your hardest part of being a caregiver?
The hardest part of being a caregiver is when I'm trying to do something, whatever it is, something something law related. One of my clients writing, answering comments. If I'm trying to do something and I'm trying to concentrate, give it up. Or on the phone with an adjuster or a client or a person, or answering an email. Anytime I'm trying to do something and concentrate, there is no escape. You know, it's not like you can't go, Dad, give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. That doesn't work. So whatever I'm doing, if my dad sticks his head in the door, I have to get up. And maybe kind of related to that, like last night, I had just relaxed, you know, in bed. It must have been like 11:30, and I was just like feeling like, oh, I think I could fall asleep. And I'm relaxing, I'm sitting back, and he gets up and goes to the bathroom. And you know, you're sitting there. I can wait it out and see if he goes back to bed. And you know, 50% of the time he'll just go back to bed, but you don't know for sure. Is he going to go to the gate and start messing around? So it kind of brings you out of that, you know, relaxation point just because he gets up. Even if I don't have to get up, only half the time do I have to get up, but just knowing that there's a 50% chance I have to get up in 2 minutes doesn't let you relax very much. So those are the most difficult times. My favorite times are the morning because I'm typically rested or at least in a decent mood, and I go in and see my dad in the morning and he has got this freaking smile on his face, like, how are you doing, Dan? You know, like he's happy to be there. He may not know where the hell he is. Where are we? But he's happy, you know, and he's smiling and he's happy to see me in the morning. And that's pretty cool. And then I get, you know, when he sees his breakfast and sees the yard for the first time every day, and he looks out and goes, oh, you got a swimming pool. Yep, we got a swimming pool, Pop. And he looks out the different windows and goes, this is a nice house. I go, you live here, Pop. Those are my favorite times. Or at night, like when I'm watching TV and he'll get up and I'm not in bed yet, and he'll just walk in my room with a smile on his face. And it's like, how you know, what's going on? What's going on in here? Why aren't you in bed? And he's my dad for that moment. In those moments, he's my dad. I'm not a caregiver in those moments. I'm just living with my dad. Or, you know, watching the Giants games when baseball season comes on. You know, baseball's on a lot. So I'll find myself sitting and my dad will just wander into the room. I go, you want to watch the game? And he'll go, all right. And he'll sit down and we'll be watching the Giants game together. And I'm sitting there in my chair thinking, this is pretty cool. I'm sitting here watching the Giants game with my dad, you know, on a Wednesday night. And he's in his pajamas, I'm in my pajamas, and it's pretty cool. Those are the best moments.
There you have it.
There you have it. Go Eagles. Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Well, I can be.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Because you're quiet. I'm quiet. It was fun. I enjoyed it. You guys, it's been an hour and a half. So that's pretty good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us again on Wednesday. I think Friday will be fun again, right? We're doing something on Friday, and we're going to start to start thinking about, you know, anybody who's local and wants to walk in my group on for the longest day in September. I'm going to start organizing, and I think I'm going to reach out to some people, you know, some local like newscasters from different things that I've worked with, and see if we can get them to come and walk. So I'm going to try and get a local Sacramento group going and try and raise some money for Alzheimer's this year. So be looking for that, and any way you can help or start a group in your own community. And if anyone who wants to start a group, and I'm giving you lots of leeway, this is 6-7 months away, I'll be happy to help you out any way I can, put you in touch with people from the Alzheimer's Association in your area, and try and raise some money to cure this stupid disease this year. But thanks for hanging out with us. It's so much appreciated. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Anything from you?
Adios.
Adios. Thanks for hanging, guys. Have a good night, everybody.